I don't live in their world, man. I don't live in their world. I don't think you live in their world. These people are crazy. This is Taylor Lorenz saying that she got her hopes up when someone made a meme about Biden dying. Dude, liberal pundit wishes Biden dead in shocking post as anger mounts over health lies that helped Trump win. It is pretty amazing to see across the media, across all these different shows from CNN and liberals saying like, oh, we knew Biden was sick the whole time. I thought Tim Walz gave a good answer. I was watching Fox News this morning, and they played this clip where Jake Tapper asked Tim Walz. Fox had said that Tim Walz sidestepped the question, didn't want to answer it. I'm pretty sure it was Jake Tapper, and he said, shouldn't have you guys have admitted or acknowledged Biden was sick and he made a bad choice? And Tim Walz said it was his choice to make, and perhaps history would show that, you know? And I was just like, yeah, okay. I mean, look, they lied. But what is he going to say? It's a fine answer. Like, history's going to look back on what Democrats did, and they're going to get roasted for it. Okay. Now, I have heard from a lot of people, they're like, why should I care about Biden being old? What? This is old news. Who cares? He's not even president anymore. Because if he wasn't functioning, who signed his paperwork? Who signed his documents? Are they not legit? A liberal pundit worked for the New York Times has sparked outrage after openly wishing for the death of Joe Biden in a shocking social media post. Taylor Lorenz, who now contributes to former MSNBC host Mehdi Hasan's website, expressed disappointment when she realized a false report about Biden's death wasn't true. The controversial journalist responded to a post falsely claiming "Rip Joe Biden." Listen, I'm sure there's people on the right who said this too. That's fine. It said, Big Nasty Thought says, "Rip Joe Biden, 1942-2025. You were always a racist effing monster and you will not be missed." It's from April 5th. And she tweeted, "This tweet got my hopes up." For what, man? I am not somebody who likes to live in a world of death. I don't like killing bugs. I mean it. Life is important. Life is negative entropy. It contributes to the order and structure of the planet, but I don't like venomous insects. Your life is forfeit. Sorry. Spiders are fine. Venomous spiders are fine. I ain't going to mess around with the spider. Now, if it's like a brown recluse or something, okay, buddy, you got to go. All right? Because, look, we can't have these dangerous spiders, although I don't know if brown recluses are anywhere near us. We're worried about it. But wasps, sorry, buddy. You're venomous. Okay? You're dangerous. You got to go. But the little stink bugs, yeah, we don't want anything to happen to little stink bugs. My point is this. I don't want Joe Biden to die. Okay, I know he's old. He's not long for this world. I just think it's sick that liberals live in this world of violence, hatred, and death. And it's no surprise to me that Taylor Lorenz is saying she wished he was dead. Now, to be fair, when John McCain died, this is what, like 8 years ago now? There was a political compass meme, and it showed the far left authoritarian saying good, the far right authoritarian saying good, the anarcho-capitalist right saying good, and the socialist communist left saying good, and in the middle were like rest in peace. And I was like, yeah, I'll admit it, I'm a rest in peace guy. John McCain was a bad dude for a lot of reasons, but I don't revel in the death of anybody. You guys watch my show, you see it. We were talking about that dude at the airport. His son had been abused by a man, and then he killed the guy. And everyone said he's a hero, and I said, I disagree. I'm like, look, you know, people are like, your mind's going to change when you have a kid, Tim. No, it didn't. Listen, you harm my wife or my child or my friends, and there will be a reckoning. But there is a reason why I'm a fan of society and the rule of law. Sometimes people get it wrong. A group of BLM activists showed up at some guy's house. 2 14-year-old girls hadn't called in, and the parents didn't know where they were, so they were presumed missing. So a mob formed, showed up to a guy's house, and they set it on fire. The fire department comes out, puts the fire out, they leave. The people set it on fire again. Turns out the 2 teenage girls were at a friend's house, and they weren't missing at all. That's the problem with cheering on vigilante justice. Sometimes you might be like, yeah, Tim, but that dude did. No. I'm not excusing I'm not saying I don't get what you think and how you feel. I'm saying we don't want this system because we want, for one, the bad people to be put on display for the public. You have a trial, the press will share the details, and we will know what you did was wrong. And that's the standard for morality in our culture and society. When you get the far left, why are they violent and why do they want to kill? They want you terrified. Now, the right might say, yeah, we want criminals terrified too. But that doesn't impact the left. The left then lets them out of prison, and the criminals are not deterred by the threat of violence. Otherwise, the death penalty would be more effective. Now, people dispute and argue whether or not the death penalty actually deters people. It's another conversation. One person commented, it's hard to find words that capture just how repugnant and detestable Taylor Lorenz can be. Indeed. Well, he has always been a racist, not smart, but don't wish death on him. It'll come soon enough. Some agreed. Buddy, he was a walking corpse in the White House. We all watched elder abuse in real time. The only person who wishes for Biden's death more than anyone else is Biden himself. It's not about whether Biden's old and should pass this mortal coil or whatever. It's that we don't wish for people to die. I'm not a fan. I don't know. That's just me. You guys comment. You tell me why I'm wrong, but I'm not a fan. The left, if they have their way, when it comes to the death penalty and when it comes to vigilante murders and all that stuff, that's a world the left will wreak havoc upon. Some guy will be selling cupcakes at a bakery. Someone will falsely accuse him, and then the left will burn his building down or murder him. I would rather have a system where it's like, no, we don't do that. Now, don't get me wrong. We don't let the left get away with it. I'm saying we need a strong moral side. You know, I saw something interesting. Angela McArdle, the Libertarian Party, said when they run again in 2026, they are going to forcefully remove the membership of around 100 people who have destroyed the Libertarian Party. And I thought that was very funny because it's not very libertarian. Honestly, when you exercise moral authorities over your worldview of what is or isn't, is when you are moving into the authority territory. Our worldview is correct. You are destructive. You are destroying us. We will defend ourselves. Self-defense, it is not in and of itself authoritarian. But if you are truly of the purely libertarian, then people who disagree with you get to do what they want. And the challenge then becomes, this is the post-libertarian philosophy now. You can be libertarian for those who are libertarian. But if there are people who would seek to destroy your party, you remove them. Welcome to the lesson of like every anarcho attempt ever. Catalonia. I love the story. They're like, Catalonia was the only true anarchy. It existed very briefly. And it got crushed because rule by committee, they could not react swiftly to the attacks from Spain to take over the region. And now they routinely want independence, but it ain't going to come. Madrid's never going to let it happen. Catalonia will never be their own territory. I suppose, though, systems can collapse. You never know. Ultimately, man, the point is, if the people who cheer on death and violence, they're liberals, they're leftists, and when the right does this and advocates for vigilantism, it's not going to be the wishy-washy conservative sitting at home who's going to be engaging these behaviors. It is going to be leftists running around trampling all over you and your loved ones and accusing you of crimes. Now, I can't say I'm surprised that it's Taylor Lorenz. She's nasty. Many slammed Mehdi Hasan's platform, saying they weren't surprised by her comments. Mehdi Hasan's Zedio News has featured multiple writers who have expressed joy at the thought of dead Israelis. Now his writers are expressing the same about Americans, including a former U.S. president. In February, Hasan called for more plane crashes in America amid a spate of tragedies, then claimed he was a victim of Islamophobia after being condemned. It's not the first time Taylor Lorenz has courted controversy. She has built a reputation for divisive commentary. Indeed, doubled down on her unsympathetic comments she made about United Health. She gloated over the cold-blooded murder of the healthcare CEO. Not to mention, she doxed libs of TikTok. This is, again, the point. In her world, when the address for Chaya Raichik was released, what do you think the purpose of that is? They call this stochastic terrorism. Oh, here's the address. Whoopsie. And then what happens? She claims she didn't dox libs of TikTok, but she did. And then some crackpot far leftist will swat or worse. When she advocates for the death of a CEO or wishes for the death of a former president, what do you think her motivations are when she starts targeting people on the right? Indeed, this woman, Taylor Lorenz, would be more than happy to see you die. This is what the left is. It's who they represent, and it's nuts. I'll leave it there. Stay tuned. We got more coming up for you today, more segments, and stick around. We'll see y'all shortly.